Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another edition of the Boxie Breakdown. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? Honestly, last year we didn't get to do as many of these football pick videos as I would have liked to do, and the first week I actually, due to some internet problems, was unable to get my picks up online. However, for week 2 of the NFL season, I'm excited, I'm jazzed, I'm stoked, and I'm here to help you if you maybe want to have a little bit of extra incentive on the six-pack of NFL games that I provide. For those of you who have been fans for a while, welcome back. Thanks for chiming along. Thanks for coming back. It's good to see you. Actually, you're looking pretty good. Anyway, in the past, I've done videos where I've done, it's been an underdog special. I've done Sunday night, I've done Monday night, I've done the Thursday night game. This year, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm simply going to pick my 6 best bets that are on the table. And then in the end, I'll give you something a little extra as a little bit of a bonus Boxie pick if and when this becomes a pick that you want to take for one of the more bigger games of the weekend, if I did not hit it in my 6-pack of picks that I give you guys each and every week. I do want to throw a quick shout out all there to my Jewish brethren who are celebrating Yom Kippur today. If you notice, I'm celebrating my Yom Kippur, so I'm still in my pajama pants here. But it's what it is. About 22 or so hours into this fast here. We're rocking it and we're almost done. So if I do put this video up right now, strong finish on that fast. And as far as these videos go, I'm going to try to do each one of these videos every Wednesday afternoon so that I can get to you before Thanksgiving, obviously, and most of the Thursday night games. That's all I'm going to talk about for right now. Let's jump right into our football picks, and I'm going to start with my best bet of the week. There's going to be a couple of bets this week that I'm going to warn you guys are sucker bets, but I'm going to take the bait on a good portion of them. Number one, I guess it could be a sucker bet. You have Indianapolis playing host to Miami. Miami looked okay in week 1 in spite of their poor quarterback play play from Ryan Tannehill. But I do like the Colts this year. I think the Colts, I got my little pup right here. Cricket, I apologize. You want to make a little cameo. But the Colts do look pretty good this year, even though they struggled against the Raiders during week 1. They're at home. I think that Andrew Luck is going to find a way to get it done here. And the spread is only 3. So I think you can't go wrong with the Colts. I think Miami's been suddenly given too much credit for being a little bit better than I think they will end up being in a poor AFC East. Shout out to my Jets, but that AFC East is not very good competition-wise. I think the Colts are a strong pick, especially at home. I think Andrew Luck finds a way to get it done like he usually does, and at 3 points, how could you go wrong there? I take the Colts over the Dolphins. Speaking of sucker bets, I'm going to go right into my second pick now, and boy, oh boy, is this screams sucker bet. I feel like if there was ever a chance that you could easily get screwed, it's this game right here. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers playing host to the New Orleans Saints, but I'm taking the bait. I'm a big fan of the Saints. I think that they're going to be a lot better now that Sean Payton's back, and the Bucs looked deplorable week 1. I know they have talent, Doug Martin, great wide receivers in Mike Williams and Vincent Jackson, but the team's also going through a bit of turmoil. Josh Freeman's spot is on the line. He's not outvoted as a captain. There was a team meeting held, team players only meeting held this week. A lot going on, and you're playing host to a team of Drew Brees, who has weapons out the ass. Shout out to my boy Marcus Colston from Hofstra. And the Colts I can't take this. This is a 4-point spread. The Saints should walk all over the Buccaneers. Take that with your second pick. Moving right along, another game that I'm not 100% confident about, but I think once you consider all the tangibles, you got to go here. This is going to be the Atlanta Falcons. There'll be an asterisk on this game because the Falcons are a little bit banged up here. Let's not kid ourselves. Julio Jones is a little bit banged up. Roddy White, I had him in my fantasy. 2 measly fantasy points last week. Are you kidding me? He's very banged up and hurt with a high ankle sprain. But all things considered, Matt Ryan is money in the bank in Atlanta. He does not screw up. The Rams had a nice come-from-behind victory over the improved Cardinals, but they're still the Cardinals. I don't think he's going to be able to do it in Atlanta, a building I've been to a couple of times, and let me tell you, that dome is a hard-ass place to play, hard-ass place to concentrate, and the Falcons have a 12th man when their crowd is in it to win it there. So I take the Falcons with my third pick. It's only a 5.5-point spread, and I remain confident that the Falcons can get this done. So my third pick of the week is going to be the Falcons at home over the Rams. Please don't ignore that. I didn't even know what that was. It was a ghost. A ghost who just ran by. I think the dog is barking. All bunch of pandemonium. Sorry about that. You never know what to expect here on the Boxie Breakdown. But with that being said, moving right along onto my next pick on the board, the Ravens looked almost as bad as the Bucs did last week. I mean, how could they look any worse? I'm not sure. The Broncos, Peyton Manning threw up 7 touchdown passes. The defense looked completely deplorable. They looked like they were badly missing Anquan Bolden, who the Niners are totally getting the advantage on that draft right now from the 6th pick they got, which was a complete ridiculous draft. Ravens look bad. This week they're at home to the Browns, and it's a 7-point spread. The Browns have never beaten the Harbaugh-Flacco regime over in Baltimore, and I don't expect them to do so. I think the Ravens are going to come out to prove a point. I think they're going to be a little bit pissed off. And honestly, the Browns to me just still don't have that much. I like Trent Richardson. He's pretty good, but I'm not a big Brandon Weeden guy. They still have Gordon out for a week. And they're the Browns, and I just do not expect them to put up much of a fight, even though it is an in-division game. And quite frankly, I've hit on a lot of in-division games this week. I got to hand it to the Ravens. I think the Ravens are going to take this game. It's only a 7-point spread. And sometimes you got to go with a team that may have not won during week 1 on the road, who is a good team, who is then going to bounce back during their home opener. I think it'll be a blowout. I think you're a safe bet. Ravens by 7 over the Cleveland Browns at home during their home opener. Moving right along, the Chicago Bears playing host to the Minnesota Vikings. This is a 6.5-point spread. This is an in-division game, and this is where I also like the Chicago Bears. Listen, it's early. The Chicago Bears are pretty healthy. Matt Forte is running decently. Brandon Marshall, despite the hip injury, looked pretty good last week. And Jay Cutler last week had all the time in the world under the new offensive scheme. I think they're going to do just fine. And quite frankly, as much as I love all day Adrian Peterson, and I do, don't get me wrong, he's amazing, I'm just not too big a fan of Christian Ponder. So you can give him Greg Jennings, you can give him a bunch of weapons. End of the day, he's still Christian Ponder. And at the end of the day, I still think that the Bears are going to run all over the Vikings, and this should be a cakewalk. 6.5 points. I think you should be good taking the home team here in the Chicago Bears. I think that the Vikings this season, I don't see it. Could be wrong. Maybe this will be a close game. Maybe AP does what he can to keep his team in it. But I think like last week against the Lions, you'll see towards the end of this game, the Bears will start to pull away. And my 5th pick is the Bears by 6.5 over the Vikings. Now my final pick, this is where it gets difficult. There are a couple of games on the board I like. I like the Lions at Arizona. I like the Broncos, and I'm going to get to them as my bonus pick. But at the end of the day here, I think the best bet left on the board, 6.5-point favorites, is the Bengals Monday night over the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm sorry. To me, the Steelers aren't doing much. And I just mentioned my form of logic, so to speak, when it came to the Ravens, and I'm going to follow that same way with the Bengals. The Bengals are a good team, don't get me wrong. I know they didn't look the best against the Bears, and they ended up losing a tough game there. But I think at their home opener against the Pittsburgh team, who's really injury-ridden, and they have a running tandem that includes Felix Jones. I mean, are you kidding me? Felix Jones? What? So I think the Bengals will be just fine. I like what they're doing. They're going to be real good. Their defense, as I alluded to in a video that was not aired, so you didn't even see it. Their defense is 1 more year, getting a little older, a little more experienced, and I think they're going to be real good this year. I like Andy Dalton with another year of experience to AJ Green. The running attack is pretty good with Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis. I don't see how Pittsburgh can win this game. Le'Veon Bell is still out, and I'm sorry, but even though if they have a good defense, I do give the advantage to the Bengals, even by a touchdown. So those are my 6 picks. In order to review, I have the Colts by 3 over the Miami Dolphins. I have the Saints on the road by 4 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Ravens at home to the Cleveland Browns by 7. The Bears at home to the Minnesota Vikings by 6.5. The Falcons at home to the St. Louis Rams by 5.5. And as I just said, the Monday Nighter, Cleveland by 6.5 at home to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now finally, I'm going to get to my bonus Boxie pick here. The big game of the week right here in New York is the New York Football Giants playing host to the Denver Broncos. And I even though I'm a New Yorker, I'm a bitter Jets fan, and you'll notice pretty quickly I don't give the Giants very much credit, and I really don't like the New York Football Giants. People can argue I'm allergic to winning, but at the end of the day, when the dusk is clear, Everyone in New York seems to think the Giants are going to be winning. I keep hearing this Super Bowl preview. It's nonsense. Okay? Peyton Manning destroyed and torched the Super Bowl champs last week. They may be a new type of Super Bowl champs. They're still the Super Bowl champs. And he put up seven touchdowns. Do I think he's going to slow down? Absolutely not. The guy has more weapons than ever before. Julius Thomas, Demaryius Thomas, Eric Decker, the newfound guy, and Wes Welker. The running attack with 3 different running backs. The offense is going to be way too much for the Giants to handle, and their defense ain't nothing to snuff at either. This game, 4 points, Denver Broncos. That's my bonus pick of the week. That's all the time I have. If you're celebrating Yom Kippur, here's to you. And if you're not, here's to you anyway. Make sure you follow along on my Twitter, twitter.com/Boxie Nigma. Keep vlogging on. Leave your comments on the comment section below. If you have any questions, and I'll answer them next week, or I'll answer them right there on the spot. Have a good one. Any fantasy questions? I'll answer those as well. Take it easy, and of course, you be well.